We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Houston Texans.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. Throw left side to Higgins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
What a start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at deficit before they know what hit them.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The Texans at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
3rd and 4. Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And from the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Bengals defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. That's complete to Dell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Flush to his right. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nico Collins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Score Texans 7, Bengals 0. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now Burrow. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
A first carry now for Chase Brown. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Chase Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. No good, and they'll remain down by a point.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there in the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call.
Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll let this go deep for Collins.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Stroud looking to throw.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, look at repeat.
He's got the lane, and there he goes.
Saquon Barkley.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Saquon Barkley.
His first rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Bengals have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Texans 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's second and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have the Texans first down. And he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on third and 2.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Got an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
On the handoff, Abanikanda.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a third and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on first and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Stroud.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Stroud to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Texans. Jaden Higgins.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Fairbairn up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
Bengals 13.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Burrow looking to pass. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
Here we go. 11. Right, 80. 12.
Now it's Burrow. And a little floater there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
the coverage we just saw break out on third down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Burrow going for it on fourth.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Second down and a yard. Throwing now is Stroud.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. Here goes Stroud again. To the right side and caught by Dell.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
As Stroud now to throw.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Ty Chandler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
21. Bengals 13.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
The give now to Abanikanda.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football. And now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And the Bengals first down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Burrow. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
In motion, the tight end. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for Bengals TD.
Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
The Bengals will line up for the
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
21, Bengals 19. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll run it with the Bandicanda.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. They'll let this go deep for Collins.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A good return there, 17 yards.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
13 yards. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Here we go.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Block at the man in motion. Burrow will throw.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays.
Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Running left, it's Barkley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Burrow picked off by a guy he won a title with at LSU, Derek Stingley. Down the sideline he goes. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for two.
The Texans will line up for the two-point conversion.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
Flushed out right. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they try to make it a two-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A two-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And the Bengals first down.
Here's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go.
Now Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
They'll look to throw again.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
3rd and long.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down and 6 now.
Here we go. Let's go. 18. That's it.
And they'll go again with Abanikanda.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. To throw with Stroud.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
intended for
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
a 61-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
Throwing, Burrow. And that's complete to Brown.
And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here's 2nd down. To throw, Burrow. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll run for it with Barkley. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.